It's some of the worst violence South Africa has seen since the end of apartheid in the 1990s. There have been days of protests, looting and rioting across the country.
South Africa is struggling.
South Africa today, many were left picking up the pieces after
week-long protests in South Africa have led to
days of violence after the jailing of the former president Jacob Zuma.
South Africa, we're seeing some of the worst political violence in that country since apartheid, and the death toll is now up to at least 72.
Many people buy what they need day to day, with no shops and no post office to withdraw allowances. People now left with no commercial centre. People will likely go hungry.
When the riot and the looting started, we didn't know how serious it's going to be in terms of the destruction in the country and especially the cities that were affected.
During the week of the 12th of July, after the arrest of President Jacob Zuma, a lot of stores in our area were looted, vandalized, and eventually closed.
It was terrible. Everybody was in fear.
The whole thing threw everybody into a state of panic.
Since we had those rumors, they started destroying the mall in Zakeni. All roads were blocked. We
then realized that we're the only supplier that's delivering bread.
Customers wanted it, but we could not get it to the market.
It was around 4 in the afternoon. We decided to get one truck and go out at night.
Nelson Dlamini just shouted, "Mandla, can take one truck and stand in the gate and see what can happen." Then I did so. Then it got used to that. We just sold all the bread on the trucks. Then we start moving the stock on the floor.
Production had to make sure that the bread was available.
The distribution team came on board.
Dispatch loaded the bread into the trucks. Distribution took it out. And most importantly, the sales team, they were where the tire hits the road.
And there's no link that was broken. That's why it worked so beautifully.
So it was a collaborative effort.
I mean, within 30 minutes of us just parking there, we had a queue. We had 3,000 loaves on the truck at the time. We sold it out in an hour.
We added 5 more trucks.
On that day alone, we sold about 14,500 loaves of bread.
Honestly, what we are here for is to get bread to the people. And we managed to do that under difficult circumstances.
They came here to buy by the gate. Second day, they came a lot in numbers, the whole week.
In the 3 major days, we sold almost 40,000 loaves.
The joy it brought to those people seeing us arrive with that bread, I think that really hit hard. We just want to do things the PepsiCo way. We're just a strong team all around.
And as a person, it makes you feel good that you're able to touch so many lives and keep the SASKO brand out there.
Everyone pulled their weight from distribution to dispatch, going to sales.
It's a feeling of excitement being the pioneers, because after this initiative we saw our competitors following us. So it's nice to lead and let others follow you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.